Have you ever wondered watching a video on YouTube or like a post on Instagram of a person you don't know personally, and then you want to wonder, okay, what is this person about? Right? Because I do. I all the time wonder, like I watch all these videos on YouTube about people, telling me stuff, teaching me stuff, and I see all those amazing posters on Instagram, and I all the time wonder, what is this person in real life? How is this person living the life with his family, right? And that's the reason I think my audience, which is very small right now, maybe kind of wondering what EcoSap is. I mean, who she is, who is the voice, who is the person behind this voice that all the time teaches us weird stuff that we already know, some of it. Yeah, I know that. And what is she like? What is her personal life about? And that's why I'm going to do this big reveal today. And yes, this reveal is about me. That's the voice behind this channel, EcoSM. And today I am going to show a part of me to you all. So, Assalamu alaikum, hello, and welcome to EcoSM. So, today I want to reveal a part of my life before you guys, my little audience. And I think it will be fun because it's fun for me, and I want you all to bear witness of this day that whatever I'm sharing with you is going to be beneficial because it was with me and because it's personal. So yeah, it's kind of a reveal I'm doing, a part of me in front of you all. So those of you who don't know, I really like to read, and this thing has been in me for quite a long time. But the actual journey happened, I don't know, in before a couple of years ago, and it was the time when I bought my first, group of books, and the journey started amazingly, and it's continuing. It's in progress, and I'm sure that I'll be, this reading journey is so amazing that once you get started, you don't want to stop at any point of time. And I'm sure you all will be happy about it too once you start, if you aren't already. And if you are, and you are kind of looking for book recommendations, and I think the books I'm going to share with you are the good books only. It's not like that I am the one who reads only good books, but these are the recommendations from good people, like good readers, and that's why I have collected this book. And I instantly fell in love with all of them, and I'm sharing this part of my life with you all, and I hope that you will like this video. And if not, then it's okay, but if you do, please hit the like button, comment in the comment section about how you like this video and what else you want to see, except my face for now, maybe. And also, you can share your feedback on the channel as well, whatever you like. So let's get into the video straight. So the first book I am going to share with you is a poetry book. Yes, it's Charles Bukowski's The Pleasure of Damned, and these are just his selected poems he wrote from 1951 to 1993, 2 years before I was born. And I think I haven't read this book yet, but yeah, I have read a couple of poems he has written, and I think they are just amazing. The Mockingbird is the first poem of this book, and if you are a poetry lover, or if you kind of write poetries, I think it's the best book to refer to because it's amazing. I mean, as much as Charles Bukowski sounds to me a sexist person, but his writings is amazing, and I don't think we can kind of neglect that part of him. So this one is the first book. Okay, moving forward, I have these little books which I bought from like a side bookseller who was a hawker or something on a roadside in front of University of Kashmir just a couple years back. And I think these are called the Little Black Classics, and I have 4 of them actually. There are more in the collection, but I have 4 of them with me. And the first one is a Dhampada. I don't know what it is about. It's some Buddhist things written in it, country ways or whatever. The second one I have is a good book. I don't know if many of you know about Rilke. He was an amazing poet, and it's written by him, The Letters to a Young Poet. I started reading it once, but I couldn't continue it for some reason. I don't know why. But this is the second book. The third I have in this collection is Charles Dickens' book, The Great Winglebury Duel, and I have read this book. It's a good one. I really liked it. And then the last one is Anton Chekhov. He's a Russian writer, and I have read one of his plays, or couple of his plays, I don't know. And I have read, there are 4 stories, 3 actually. The Kiss, the 2 Volodya's, I think it's Russian or something, and then the Gooseberries. And anyone who is like very much into short stories, this you should buy. Okay, then another collection I have from, these are all of them are gifts, and these are from the the collector's library. And the best part about these books, I mean, they look just clearly, they are just so pretty. And this is not the only reason that I bought them. This one is very special to me. And you look at this, the rim of the paper is just gold. It's pure 24 karat gold. Just kidding. It's just, I don't know, gold thing on it. And the first one is Dubliners by James Joyce. And maybe you don't know that there's a festival in Dublin, Ireland, about this guy. Yeah, and it is a dream for me to go there and celebrate this festival and read novels. Then I have Sonnets of William Shakespeare, and I think a lot of people are like in love with Shakespeare, and so am I, but I have never read it because I don't find myself worthy of reading Shakespeare yet. And then I have Pickwick Papers by Charles Dickens. Yeah. Now another book I have is like it's the 2020 Booker Prize winner Shuki Bain, which is written by Douglas Stewart. And this book, I haven't read it actually, and I hope I read it soon, and I'll surely share my review. I'm a good reviewer, by the way. Okay, now I have 3 books, which actually 4 which I have read, like all of them, 4 of them, and I really loved reading them. The first one is Frankenstein, written by Mary Shelley. It's the story of the ghost. Not the ghost, actually, it's a gothic. There's something like a monster. I don't want to reveal everything. I mean, if you haven't read it already, I don't want to give spoilers, but it's a good book. I mean, I like the way it's written, and the Mary Shelley's husband was a poet, and I'm sure she has used that part of him in this book, because the way the book is written, it is like, okay, you should read the sentences, guys. It's just amazing. I fell in love with this book. More than the story, I fell in love with the writing. Another one I read was The Night of Broken Glass. I cried during reading this book multiple times. It's written by Feroz Rathar. It's his debut novel, and he's from my home, a place where I live. The same district. And he's originated, I'm sorry, I get into my mother tongue very quickly. He's originated from this place, and he currently lives in US something, Florida, I guess. And I loved this book. You should read. This is a kind of woven story. I literally could feel how the threads have been woven. I made the good analogy, by the way. I think this is what it shows, the thread, and I don't know, maybe. And you should read this book. It's a very small book. Come on, guys, it won't take you a lot of time. And then I have this book called The White Tiger. It's written by Arvind Adiga, and I read this book halfway. Then this show came up. I think it was a movie or a show, I don't remember, on Netflix called The White Tiger, which was the adaptation of this novel. And I completely hated that. I watched that halfway, left it there, read the book again, and this book is amazing. It's perfect. Okay, you don't need to watch that show. That's, I don't want to say, but it is not good one. And the couple doesn't have the chemistry I can find in this book. And the only good character is the main character that's in this book. I think he acted really well, but Priyanka Chopra and Rajkumar Rao is complete disaster. I mean, they are good actors, but together, and the way they have been represented in the show is complete disaster. I hated it. Maybe some people would love it. You know, everyone has his or her own opinion. सबकी चलती है, सबकी मर्जी है, जो करे वो करे. And the last one in this group is, okay, this book I read and I completely, it gave me a new perspective about colonization, and how the minds are colonized, how my mind was colonized for a long time about some thing. And I think, and by colonization I don't mean the mental colonization of, like, things like ideologies, and it's kind of ideology basically. I mean the colonization of imperialism, when countries colonize other countries. And this book gave me a complete new perspective, because this is written by a black author, Chinua Achebe, who was from this tribe in Africa, and the story is just amazing. I love it. I just love it. And I have all these bookmarks in those books. I didn't show them to you, but this is one of them, and I keep it in the book I complete. I finish reading, and then I keep the bookmark in the book. They kind of fell in love with each other, and I can't keep them apart. And these bookmarks I have bought from Lal Chok Online. Well, I'm not the brand ambassador of the company, but I really love them. That's why I mentioned. Then there are a couple to okay, this is going really bad. There are a couple of books I have, and I bought them quite recently from Amazon.in, and these books are like economics literature. And I bought these two books because of the people who wrote them, of course. And I have watched a lot of videos of Robert Skidelsky on YouTube, and his channel is called Rethinking Economics or something. Yeah, it's Rethinking Economics. And I really loved the way he makes you understand how the contemporary economic issues take place. And I like one of his videos about, is economics really an art or a science? And I think you all should watch it, even if you don't belong to economics. Plus it's very beautiful. And plus I really was swooned by the title of the book, which is How Much Is Enough, because I can't say how much is enough. It's never enough, even if you say enough is enough. And then we have this book, 2017 Nobel Prize winner Richard Thaler in economics, and this book is called A Misbehaving. Look at the title. Oh my god, this is beautiful. It's about behavioral economics. I have read a little part of it on my ebook, but I prefer paper, And look at this thing. This was made by my sister, whose table I am right now sitting in this beautiful table, and she writes calligraphy, and I think you should visit her page on Instagram if you haven't already. It's called Leona's K, and she makes these beautiful calligraphy things. You can custom make yourself some names or whatever. I am not much interested in this stuff, but this looks beautiful. So this was it about economics. Then we have a couple more books. Well, we have last 3 books for this video. This one is The Grapes of Wrath by John Steinbeck. And this book I bought because I had seen this interview of a person I really admire. I don't want to mention his name because of some reasons. And he named some of the authors he had read during the journey, what he became later. And then this was one of the authors he had written there. He had said in that interview. And there were others too, but I couldn't find others in the bookshop because I don't all the time buy from Amazon.in. I buy from a local bookshop in Srinagar city, and I could find only this one, so that's why I bought this. Plus, I also see the good publications, which was my really good reader friends told me that it's important to have a good publication of the book you buy. That's why it's Penguin, by the way. And then we have one of the most, my favorite novels. The first one is, that I'm not showing in this video today. I'll be showing in another video maybe later if you like this video, only then. And this one is my second favorite. These two are like on the same level. This is Madame Bovary by Gustave Flaubert. This is not a good publication, but it's Fingerprints publication. But I would like if some of you would give me Penguin of this book. But I love this book because it's just so relatable to any woman who would want to read it. And the way, if a woman does the same as men do, then the woman is ugly. Otherwise, she isn't. But men are like same all the time. Yeah. And this guy went jail for this book. And that's why I like it so much, because he had done something amazing. And the fact that a man has written a book like this, it's amazing too. And then this is the first ever book I have ever read and finished in the least time. That's like in a week. And this is called Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka. This was the first batch of the books I bought from Amazon.in. And I hope you would read it sometime if you haven't already. It's a very beautiful, amazing book. Franz Kafka's every book is amazing. Whenever you read that story, you're like into some kind of a web, and as much as you want to get out of it, you want to be in it all the time. And this is very good book. You should read, and you should also, I would like to share a beautiful bookmark I have in this book. It is like a music notation or something, and I have this entire box of these, and I won't share it with anyone. So this was all for today's video. I hope you liked the video and you like all the books, and if you aren't reading, you will start reading it. If you are reading, you will buy some of these books if you have, or all of them. And I hope that you will love reading, and reading is the best thing. And this was it for today. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel and share with your loved ones.